The XCI Fashion Show is basically a collaboration with obviously myself and Daniel and Darren and Daryl to kind of create something that brings everybody together. And I think the biggest thing that we thought of first was, well, usually fashion or some kind of art is, what everybody semi-connects to and they're going to enjoy it and however they interpret it. And so we decided that, because AZ Goods is essentially this hub for resources for other nonprofits in the Arizona community to benefit too, that we should kind of, have that be the center to bring it together. And, we wanted to put it in the AZ Goods warehouse because you can't really understand the impact that AZ Goods has unless you see the operation, unless you see the items that we get. And an operation and initiative like AZ Goods is really nothing without community, right? It's the community effort that needs to, get these items and put them to the individuals that they're best going to serve.
Francis said, this is more than just a clothing brand. We're all about community. And this event is going to give us the opportunity to showcase just that.
So community for us means empowerment, means inspiring, encouraging, and really bringing everyone together for the overall goal, the overall vision.
So I feel that, Phoenix, Mesa, Tempe, Scottsdale, this is not just a Phoenix event, this is a state event, this is an Arizona event.
XCI, what XCI means?
So XCI is 91. It's based on Psalm 91, which is a Bible verse, which talks about angels in the community. And that was our big passion behind the show, was to enable people, enable investors, enable entrepreneurs that want to get involved, and other nonprofit-focused initiatives to get behind this and really be those hands and those wings and those angels in the community. Dealing with the 5 initiatives we're dealing with, we really wanted to unite people around that. So it's not even just an awareness event, like, hey, look at what's going on. It's a hands-on impact project where people that come can actually give of their time, give of their money, give of other resources they have, and actually make a tangible, hard impact in their community.
And that kind of ties into what we're hoping that this event is going to bring for the Arizona community, is kind of like hope, right? Or sort of like the how. And one of my nonprofits we work with, she's like, you solved our how. And I think that, companies are becoming a lot more socially conscious and are really caring for impact. So we're happy through, the partnership that we have with Good 360, which is the national nonprofit that gives us all the Amazon and Walmart and Crate and Barrel resources to give out. We really wanted to do something that's gonna kind of do justice of, inspiring people basically to figure out, hey, we have these things here. Let's figure out, and be hands-on and creative with how it gets out there. For us, again, we're going to be creating fashion pieces that are based off community issues. So we're kind of taking the top things that we work in as far as nonprofits work goes, such as homelessness, human trafficking, addiction, things like that, to kind of help paint the picture of, the work that nonprofits are doing that people don't actually have to be a part of. The mission is, bringing together businesses, nonprofits, and creatives to kind of do the most good together, right? The businesses make the money for the community, the nonprofits do, the community work and help solve for those issues. But nothing, without creatives helping share that story, would do it justice, right? Because there's a whole other side to, this world that we all don't get to see in our everyday lives.
Well, Sunshine Acres was founded in 1954 by my great-grandparents, Jim and Vera Deeman. They prayed for 17 years to have a children's home, and they did it without any state or federal funds to get started. And initially it went from 5 kids to 10 to now it's 70 homes, still not taking any state or federal funds for the direct care of the children. Well, because we don't take funding, we had to find unique ways to create income. And so we started a donation center, a warehouse and boutique, which sold all the donated goods that we had. And because of that, a relationship started to foster with other nonprofits that are out there. Good 360 was one of them.
Kevin reached out to me and said, hey, I have something I want you to take a look at. And he says it's this relationship with Good 360. They have a relationship with a major retailer, the biggest retailer in the business. And They want to expand that relationship here. This is a win-win for corporations. The reason why we have all this stuff, or that we get it, is because this stuff needs to go to nonprofits, has to go to nonprofits in order for these retailers to get the tax write-off, the specific tax write-off that they can get from these items. So it wasn't like we could put it in the stores, and the thought of expanding the business when,
in the middle of a pandemic.
In the middle of the pandemic, when only, a nonprofit can use only so many toasters and only so many
pillows and blankets or what.
And what are they going to do with this stuff? It was daunting. But then, he said, take a look at it. This could be something. We started looking at warehouses. We saw a number of warehouses, very expensive. And then it was just really the products just coming in and then opening doors, and, nonprofit relationships just started clicking.
There's 15,000 kids on the foster care group home system. And my goal was, man, if we get this going, I want to start giving back to those foster kids, those group homes, have them come to the store here, having them have us be a resource, give them some coupons or gift cards to be able to come shop at no cost to them. So I mean, the whole thing started just by us wanting to give and help more, right? And then there was like, well, shoot, we have to pay for this stuff. Can AZ Goods, potentially through administrative charges and moving all this product to other nonprofits, help us get that 10th home, pay for it.
Pay for that 10th home.
And that's kind of where we just started poking at it and seeing what could we make happen.
And I mean, if you think about it, it's well over $2 million a month in retail value of product that's going to nonprofits for pennies on the dollar. And that's been nonprofits working with us and directly on getting these products to them, right? I mean, let's just think about the amount of product. If we're getting 40 to 70 trailers of product per month, and by trailer, I mean 24 to 26 pallets of product, and you can see the pallets in the back and how high they are. This is stuff that these retailers were disposing of in the landfill. That's where the stuff was going. And now this is going into the hands of the community and the people that need them to further their mission. I mean, it's huge, right? So the thing that I'm hoping, this next part of the journey with the January 22nd fashion show is now we get to work with the public, right? And now the potential there is getting public involved so that I can give this stuff to the nonprofits. That we no longer have to worry about them paying admin fees, and they still are the ones that have to find the funds to do it. And this gives us a way to get these products to them without that.
You got to find the other people that want to do good and then get together with them, and then great things happen. I think corporate initiatives don't have the right perspective of what nonprofits really offer. And I think that we have developed this system of nonprofit funding, and that's our main focus, but we don't understand what comes from that nonprofit funding when you're out there making money in products, and these products have nowhere to go, and they end up in a landfill instead of where they should go. And then you have starving people that could have easily taken that food or those products. It doesn't make sense. There's a disconnection between funding and social responsibility. When you can work with a company like AZ Goods, what happens is you say, I have all of these needs to fill, and you have all of these products to fulfill them. You're the connecting piece between the community and goods. We have hope that through the resources that we've found and through the alliance that we're building with these nonprofits, that we can make a national and global change. And being able to bring those nonprofits to AZ Goods means less work per individual, less financial burden per individual, and more needs being met beyond what we could have done on our own. So I think the XCI Fashion Show is an amazing thing to bring to nonprofit because it's not very common. And however, what this does is brings a fresh idea and an innovative way to raise money, but it also brings to the forefront social and moral responsibility to these businesses, and it proves to them that you still have a responsibility to this planet and to the people that are on this planet to serve one another. And if you can only do that through your finances, we will show you how. We're going to show you how to use those resources from your businesses to bless the community as well as help you financially in your business. When you serve, it changes your life. When you serve with others, it changes your relationships. But when you're serving that person, you're providing hope that humanity still exists. And in the world that they live in, it's not something that's common for them to feel.
Every good counts, you know, and this is really expanding on that, like so much, that every good counts, and these nonprofits I can't wait to blow their mind.